right, this is case number 23-49362. This is State Fair Apartments versus Tierra Haygood regarding premises located at 1231 West State Fair, number 509. The court also calls the suffix 9366, State Fair versus Denise Smith and other occupants of property at 1231 State Fair, number 817. The court calls the suffix 9370, that's her, Harriet Tubman Apartments versus Tyrone Hunter and other occupants of property located at 2450 West Grand Boulevard, number 815. The court calls the suffix 9374, Harriet Tubman versus Belinda Underwood at property on 2450 West Grand Boulevard, number 1004. The court calls the suffix 2034 9378. That's Silver Capital Group LLC versus Latika Langford and other occupants of property on Graydale Street, 19934 Graydale. The court is also calling at this time 203498382. That is Blackstone versus Ernest Duque, NDUKWE on North Norfolk Street in Detroit at 13323. Let me begin with your appearance regarding the Blackstone property at this time. Mayor Council, Mr. Mayers. Let me see if I have Mr. Do I have you on this Zoom? Let me have the appearance regarding the premises regarding Silver Capital, if you're here, Mr. Horka. All right, we'll come back to those two matters. Regarding the other matters at this time, your appearance, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Butchart, P650. I represent both State Fair Apartments and Harriet Tubman Apartments.
Thank you, sir. And let me find out if is there any attorney representing any of the defendants in the matters called either with regard to Haygood, Smith, Hunter, or Underwood. If there's an attorney representing either of those persons, please enter your appearance at this time. All right. Do I have on this Zoom Ms. Haygood, Tierra Haygood on West State Fair, 8509? If you're at that location, please say something at this time. All right. I'm looking for Denise Smith on West State Fair, number 817. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. All right, I'm looking for Tyrone Hunter on the at the address on West Grand Boulevard, number 815. If you're on the Zoom or any occupant of that location, please say something at this time. The court is looking for Belinda Underwood living at property on West Grand Boulevard, number 1004. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. Counsel, it appears in these matters that defendants have not responded to the court's call and have not appeared. It looks like they are first hearings in each instance. That's your understanding as well, sir?
That is correct, Judge. With respect to the cases ending 370, 366, and 362, we would have sent over proposed dismissals late last week, and they may not have reached your desk yet, Your Honor, but we are moving to dismiss all three of those matters.
All right, those matters will in fact be dismissed. The court will note that regarding those files. So they are dismissed. The other matter, I'm going to set it for the second hearing pursuant to the statute and the administrative order. And in doing so, the court will set the matter over for the, I'm going to set it for the 9th of February, 29. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m., 29/21. And if the defendant does not appear on that occasion, the court will be inclined to grant an affidavit for a default judgment or grant a injury of default judgment. Right.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Do I have Do I have Mr. Horka or Mr. Cox on the Zoom? If you're there, say something. Mr. Mayers, do I have Mr. Ralph Mayers on this Zoom? If you're there, please say something.
Morning, Judge. I'm here.
Who is, okay, thank you, sir. And I called the suffix 9378, that is Silver versus Natoka Langford. And your appearance at this time, sir.
Morning, Your Honor. Joe Horka, P75969 for the plaintiff.
All right, I'm looking at the file in this matter. It indicates affidavits of non-service. What's your desire regarding this matter, sir?
Sorry, just 1 second. Yeah, this is our first hearing. Do you mind if we adjourn so we can submit a proof of service to you?
Will do. Let me see if there is Ms. Langford on the Zoom. If you're on the Zoom, ma'am, and live at Graydale, please say something if you're on the Zoom. All right. The court will grant the adjournment, setting the matter over just as a control date for the 9th to see if the defendant will appear. That's February the 9th, 2021. That's going to be set at 9:15 a.m. 9:15 a.m. is the time. And that will be the second hearing. The court will be inclined to grant a motion for entry of default should the defendant not appear at that time. So ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counsel. Mr. Mayers, I see that you're there, sir. I called your matter, the suffix of which is 9382. Your appearance at this time, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. For
Morning,
the
sir.
record, Ralph Mayers, P23815. Good to see you, Your Honor. Blackstone versus Nedwicki, last 49382.
Yeah, I've already called this on the record. Yeah, it's on the record. This is your, looks like your first hearing regarding this matter. I do see the proof of service by attachment. Do I have on the Zoom Ernest Duduki? If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. The person living at the North Norfolk address on the Zoom, say something at this time. It does appear, counsel, the defendant has not appeared regarding his first hearing. Under the administrative order, the court will set the matter over for a second hearing, setting the matter for 2/9.
Your Honor, may I
sir.
interrupt you, please?
May at this time.
I talked to the management company yesterday, and the defendant appears to have vacated, and we would ask that this case be dismissed at this time.
All right. Well, that's one even better. So I'll let you one up me there, and I'll grant your petition for dismissal at this time, sir. That this case is in fact dismissed. Thank you, Mr. Mayers. Always good to see you, sir.
You too. I have two others that I am going to pursue judgments from Blackstone.
I'm looking now, and I see that you're making reference to 20349386. That is Blackstone versus Danae Rozier and other occupants at the Cheyenne address 20435. You're also referencing the suffix 9390. That is Blackstone Cooperative versus Michael J. Choice. The matters before the court on the following respective complaints for non-payment of rent. I do see service by documents contained within the court files, and you've entered your appearance in the regards counsel check. You see, are you dismissed any of these matters at this time, sir?
Your Honor, you broke up a little bit. I believe you're asking me the status, and yes, both have an arrearage, and we would ask for default judgment on both.
All right. It looks like we have the first hearing on both of these matters, Mr. Mayor, and so under the administrative order, the court will be inclined to set them over for our next hearing date. That date's going to be the 9th of February, and that's going to be at 9:15 a.m. February 9th at 9:15 a.m. And I will entertain your motion for entry of default at that time. So that's the new date, sir.
That's for those two cases that are still out there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 9:15 on February 9th. I will
That's
check
correct,
back
sir.
in and we'll handle those two cases. And that's it for me, Judge.
That's it. All right, good day to you, sir. All the best.
Nice to see you, Judge. Thank you and be well. Take care.
All right, thank you, sir. The
Bye-bye.
court is calling now case number 2341686. This is ER Solutions versus David Ware and occupants of property at 17500 Santa Rosa. The matter is before the court on an application for entry of judgment. I believe that there has been a motion for a trial in this matter. Your appearance, let me stop for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on this Zoom, please, you will have to silence your device until your case is called upon. Otherwise, it creates too much noise in the system. Please silence your device until your case is called upon. Your appearance for plaintiff regarding this matter, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Eric Ladaz, P65354, on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, thank you, counsel. Do I have an appearance for a defendant in this matter? I believe that there was someone previously representing.
Yes, Your Honor. Aaron Bayless, P78234, appearing on behalf of defendant David Ware.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bayless. Mr. Bayless, I'm going to give you the privilege of letting me know or updating me on the status of this file at this time, if you will, sir.
Your Honor, I've had limited contact with my client due to certain financial issues. It is my understanding since our last hearing that he has not received a disbursement from the emergency disaster relief loan that he applied for, nor do I know if he received a stimulus payment yet. I do see from the court's docket that the $1,800 payment has, I guess, been registered and found by the court. At this point, we don't really have any further update due to my client's financial hardship.
Thank you. Do I have Mr. Ware on this Zoom?
I do not believe he has appeared today.
Thank you. Mr. Ladaz, you may at this time, sir.
Your Honor, I would ask for an immediate hearing. As you know, this case has been going on for quite a long time, and Mr. Ware still has not paid even the reduced escrow amounts for December and January in this case. So I would ask for an immediate hearing.
All right. So the court established a reduced escrow, and you're saying to me that those amounts have not been paid?
Correct. The court ordered that he paid $1,800, which he did, but then he would still owe the reduced amount of $700 in escrow per month going forward starting December 1st. He did not make the December $700 escrow payment, nor did he make the January $700 escrow payment.
All right, Mr. Bayless, do you have any argument as to why a judgment should not enter by default at this time on the failure to comply with the escrow order?
My only argument would be that Mr. Ware has attempted to, well, he has applied for an emergency disaster relief loan, and I believe as soon as he receives the funds, he will make the payment to escrow. But as I indicated earlier, my contact with him has been limited due to his financial hardship.
Yes,
Right.
also, go ahead. If
I see that
Oh,
Mr. Ware is on this Zoom. I asked for you earlier, sir. Is that David Ware that I'm hearing at this time?
yes, sir. I was,
Right.
I came on early. Yeah, I'm
Excuse
trying
me.
to get.
Mr. Ware? All
Go
right,
ahead.
you live in the property on Santa Rosa, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell me what you wish to tell me at this time, sir.
Okay, yes, I've been going through a lot of hard shit, just like what you said, as far as paying them and everybody. But I had just put an application in for the eviction diversion program, and I'm taking the paperwork down to the housing coalition. They supposed to be helping me fund, I guess, sending Mr. Eric Ladaz some paperwork to help fund this escrow until my court is somewhat done in circuit court. But this is what I was trying to do before it even came to this. But I just had to go and do this myself. So I'm asking if you can give me a little more time, and he will get his money from what I'm hearing through this COVID relief program for the eviction diversion program. If you can give me a matter of time, they said 2 days, but I'm finna take the other part of the application and my forms up there as soon as we get off of the Zoom call.
All right,
I done filled it out online and I done talked to the people personally. I just got off the phone with them and I filled out the application online, but I have to take these other forms up there to them. And I also told them that I had a court date today at 9 o'clock and I had a lawyer and everything, but right now I just can't afford anything and I need help so I can stay in my home through this. Because
Mr. Ladon, it looks like to me that this this case has been pending before the court since February of sometime in February 2020. Is correct, counsel?
Your Honor, has actually predated that. This case was filed in January of 2020.
So, so what is the alleged arrears with respect to this matter?
Well, Your Honor, there isn't a arrears. This is not a typical rental case. My client is the owner of the property, and Mr. Ware is claiming that he has some type of interest in purchasing the property and filed a quiet title action in Wayne County Circuit Court. That action is still pending, yet we are going to be filing a motion to dismiss his case in the very near future. So this is not a typical landlord-tenant situation. Our position is Mr. Ware is a pure squatter.
All right. All right. With that in mind, certainly it appears that Mr. Ware is attempting to address financial issues while he attempts to sustain the action that is pending in the Wayne County Circuit Court. The failure to post the escrow payments is a critical condition within the context of this case because it gives opportunity for there to be a showing of good faith while the matter is proceeding through the circuit court. Mr. Bayless started out on behalf of Mr. Ware indicating that there were financial struggles. That was almost the first thing out of his mouth that was interfering with the ability to make payment. The escrow and indeed the reduced escrow is a way to buttress that as best as the court could do in order to create and perpetuate fair play between the parties. Under the present circumstances where the two payments have not been made, although directed by the court to do so, the court will at this time grant a judgment by default on the failure to make the payments timely. What the court will do is hold the default judgment in abeyance and allow for the matter that is in the circuit court to proceed, and will seek a update on the same before allowing enforcement upon the default judgment. So council may enter a default judgment or may submit a default judgment at this time that has a compliance date of the 12th of February. The court will set in this matter a hearing on the 16th of February to review these matters in conjunction with the circuit court issue in an effort to try and see how this thing might be globally. So that is my order. I'll receive the entry of default and will enter the order as requested. And the next hearing date in this matter will be the 16th of February, the 16th of February at 10 o'clock a.m.
So how much is the arrearage in the escrow, if I may? I thought it was like 2,100.
Somebody indicated that there is $1,800 in the escrow account. I'll address those issues on the 18th as well.
And plus, it's 28. I believe it's 2,700 in the escrow account.
Well, you don't ask me what it is and then tell me what it is.
No. I'm sorry. I was asking what was the balance.
Let me stop you. Whatever you believe it is, then stick with that until we can find out something more. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of COVID difficulties as it relates to a number of things here. So that's the information I've heard today. If there's more than that, nothing's going to change about that. Whatever it is what it is, and we'll address that on the day. You understand?
Yes, sir. I meant to rephrase it a little bit better. What is the what do I owe? What do I owe actually, if I may? But because
what you want to do is you want to talk to Mr. Bayless, and he will try and give you some additional information as to what your options may be in this matter. There still may be a way to get this resolved. Again, the case has to go forward based upon the compliance with the orders that this court issued. And that's the challenge.
Yeah, I understand.
Mr. Ware, in the breakout room, sir, you think that would be helpful at this time?
Yes.
Mr. Ware thinks so. Mr. Bailey, is that okay with you, sir?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1 to speak with your attorney, Mr. Bayless, and I will see you again on the 16th of February at 10 o'clock a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you hang up.
All right, Mr. Phillips, I know that you're somewhere on the Zoom, sir.
Your Honor, I have a case at 9:40, but I was also here if there's any parties that have a matter that need assistance that have a land contract or lease purchase agreement. There's about 6 of them in your courtroom, Your Honor. But I have a client, Ms. Crowley, has a 9:40 with Your Honor. 9422 are the last 4 numbers of her case.
Just one moment, sir.
Thank you.
Do I have Mr. Saman on this Zoom? Mr. Saman? Mr. Saman? All right, this is case number 2349, 422 and 9426. This is Party City LLC, Distracted LC versus Alita Maria Crowley and other occupants of property at 14206 Prevost. The court calls Home of Detroit LLC. That's the suffix 9426. That's Kiera Mullen and other occupants of property at 23623 West McNichols. Mr. Phillips, your appearance on the 9422 matter you made at this time, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Ted Phillips appearing for Ms. Crowley, and my number is 35900.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Saman, who represents the plaintiff, whose number is 80352. It's probably in another courtroom. Counsel, can you update me on the status of this matter? What's going on here?
Well, in terms of Ms. Crowley's case, we believe it's been misfiled. I've not talked to Mr. Saman yet about this, but he's filed it as a non-payment case. Ms. Crowley has a deed. She believes she has a land contract. She's been paying on it as if it were a land contract. She is the registered taxpayer to the property going back a number of years. I would ask that it be adjourned so that we can get together to resolve it. If there are some funds owed, then that can be resolved. But this is not a rent case. This is not a non-payment rent case, Your Honor. Bottom line is ultimately it should be either dismissed or acknowledged that this is not a rent situation.
All right, very well. So what I'm going to do, I know that the two of you will be able to talk about this matter. You'll be able to talk with Mr. Saman. I'll go ahead and set a control date on this matter. I'm into the week of February the 16th. I can bring it back earlier, Counsel, if that makes sense to you. I can find a way to do that. Give me some direction as to what date works well for you.
Your Honor, the week of February 16th is fine with us.
All right, so I'm going to put it on the 17th, 2/17, 21, and I'll set that matter at 9:15 a.m. on that date.
Your Honor, could I
Sure.
ask for a little later time, like maybe 10:15? I have a standing meeting with the city at 8:30 to 9:30 on Wednesdays.
All right, I'll set it over for 10:15 on the 17th. That's the next action date. And between now and then, now and that date, I'm sure you'll talk with the other side. We'll be in a better position to make some decisions as to whether or not the case should be amended or if the parties are able to come together on their differences.
Thank you,
Hear
Your
me, Mr. Phillips?
Yes, I hear you. That's fine.
All right, good day to you, sir. And we'll get word to Mr. Saman, but if you would reach out as well, make sure he has the date.
Your Honor,
That'll be.
Your Honor,
Yes,
as
sir.
to his other cases, I'm also willing to talk to any of those individuals. We have some concerns that many of them may also be land contracts. I've done some research on some of them to show that they are also taxpayers in some instances. So Ms. Munlin, I would be willing to talk to if she needs an attorney.
All right.
And you
Ms.
had
Mullen,
three
let
other
me check
cases
to
as
see if
well.
she's here. I'll come right back to you, Mr. Phillips. I'm looking for Kiera Mullen at West McNichols. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. Say something at this time. All right, what I'm going to do, sir, is I'm going to go ahead and set that matter over for the 17th. This is the first hearing. So I'll set it over for the 17th of February, 2021 at 10:15 a.m. So they'll come back up together if the defendant appears, and she'll have an opportunity to receive representation. If not, then I'm sure Mr. Saman will be asking for entry. Who is that speaking?
Hello?
Hello? Who's speaking?
Well, I'm in a meeting. What you need me for something? If not, I'll
Who's
call you
speaking?
back at a-
What is your name? All right. So, counsel, that is set over for the same date. That does not indicate that you're representing the person. However, that would give the opportunity, to the extent that that person shows up, that it will come up at the same day, same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, counsel. All right, the court is calling case number 2343854. This is Willie Stanton versus Jermaine Clay and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 10028 Archdale. The matter is before, after entry of judgment, there is an application for writ in this matter. Your appearance, do I have Willie Stanton in this matter?
Yes. Stand. Doesn't go up any louder.
He's here.
He's here.
Well, this doesn't sound like a he. Where's Mr. Stanton? Who am I talking to?
Willie Stanton.
All right, thank you, Mr. Stanton. Looking for your device to light up. So say something once again. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I see you there now. All right, good morning to you. Let me put your name on your device. Thank you, Mr. Stanton. All right, do I have Jermaine Clay on this Zoom? Do I have Jermaine Clay? Say something up here on this Zoom. Just one moment.
Yes, I'm on Zoom.
All right, what is your name?
Jermaine Clay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Clay. Let me put your name there so I know exactly where you are. Gotcha. You understand, Mr. Clay, that the landowner seeks to evict you from the property, and there was an application for writ, and that writ was signed on November the 9th of 2020, and defendant, the plaintiff wants you to move out of the property. You understand that?
Yes, I was going to move out. I was my mom and father had passed away, and I'm just waiting to try to find a place now. And I can, like I told, I could talk to Mr. Stanton, see can I give up some rent to stay till I find me a place. But like I said, I've been trying to get in contact with him, but my mom and my father just passed. So I'm trying to see can I just give him money for rent and remain there, or give me some time to find me a place.
All right, Mr. Stanton, you've heard what Mr. Clay has to say. Mr. Clay, how much time do you need to get out of the house, sir? They want you to move.
He can give me until the end of February. My place will be ready.
Mr. Stanton?
Yes.
What is happening here is that, of course, the writ that was previously issued, that writ is somewhat stale because it's been a number of days, but I will give you an updated writ in this matter for the gentleman to move out of the property. He says he needs until the end of February to do so, sir. Talk to me, Mr. Stanton.
Judge,
I know you, Miss Stanton. Are you Miss Stanton?
I'm his representative. I'm representing him, and it's okay for you.
Let me stop. You know you're gonna have to give me a name because you know that's what I'm fishing.
My name is Penny Brooks.
All right, thank you, Ms. Brooks, and I know you're anxious to talk, so tell me something to make me know what I should do.
We have been dealing with this for over 3 years, Mr. Clay.
Let me stop you. I don't want to be rude or anything like that, but let me stop you. You know, you may have been dealing with 3, 5 years, whatever. It's a bad situation, and I understand that. I can tell because this case has been going on here for a long time. So we don't have to talk about the past, all right? Right now, the gentleman says that he's going to move out of the property. Mr. Stanton is entitled to a writ in this matter, it seems. So it's just a matter of time here is the issue. Within a relatively short period of time, he's got to move out of the property. So if you would address yourself to that, you see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about the other stuff, the past. This is at the end of the road. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, well, we don't want to give him any more time because we heard that last year that he was working on getting a new place. We heard that last year.
But my mom and my father just passed, so my place won't be ready.
No, your mother did not just pass. Well, your mother passed last year, like in February or March or something like that. We know that.
No, she did not. No, she did not.
She did too.
No, she did not.
Let me stop the two of you here. First of all, let me express my condolences for anybody who has passed away. Obviously, that's a difficult thing, and when it involves parents, it's
yes.
So obviously, everybody here is concerned about that. There's also the matter of this business where this has been going on for quite a significant period of time, and so the court has to address that. I am sympathetic to the loss of parents or any loved one at any given time. So this has come to Mr. Clay. It seems that you're very close to the end of this road. That the updated writ would give you some time to vacate from the property. You may have to be gone from there before the end of February. But the writs that I'm signing right now, they're likely not getting around to executing them until at or near the end of February anyway. So that's kind of the interplay that's involved here, is the reality that given the COVID situation and the fact that the court has been shut down for such a significant period of time, is kind of delaying things under that scenario anyway. So what I'm going to do, sir, I'll go ahead and update the writ in this matter. It was signed in November with the shutdown in the States. There was nothing that could be done under that writ application. The judgment was entered on the 21st of February, 2020. And that was after the court conducted the hearing. So it's been a long time on this. I will grant an updated writ in this matter. Under the terms of that updated writ, I will require that defendant move from the property on or before the 15th of February, 2/15/21, or after that date, the writ may be executed. So I'm allowing the writ to issue. Execution may be had upon the writ on or after the 15th of February 2021. So, sir, you'll have to work to get out of there by that time, because if you're there past the 15th, any day after that, that writ could be executed and your property could be removed from the premises. That's going to be my order in this case, and I'm signing a writ, or I'm updating the writ under those terms and circumstances. All right. Good day to both sides. I do wish you well.
Okay, you said February 15th?
We're at 15th, sir.
Okay.
All right. I wish you well. All the best.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Good day to you, Mr. Stan. Good day to you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you know, the ones that I always said, the ones that those
Yeah, mother.
like otherwise.
Yeah.
Probably because he gone. What you talking about?
Just tell him that we was there, because I didn't tell him he was there because he was talking. This was this. Mr. Coleman,
Can you hear? Can you hear?
he should be able to.
Excuse me, Mr. Coleman.
Yeah, I'll be right with you, sir. Just one moment.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to let you know I was here.
Finish the rest of that out. Now, who is that? Say good morning to me. Tell me your name.
My name is Deontay Reed. It's me and Nathasia Houston.
All right. I'll come to your matter as soon as we get there, sir. Right?
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Mary Blaney. I was just checking back in that we're back in the courtroom.
All right. Thank you, Madam Counsel. All right. This is case number 23469996. This is Blast Investment versus Denise Horace and Denise Dansby, also known as Denise Dansby, regarding property located at 15454 Gilchrist in the city of Detroit. Your appearance, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levanser, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, just one moment, sir. Okay. And Mr. Brooks, do I have you on the Zoom for the defendant? Do I have Dansby Horace, occupant at the property on Gilchrist?
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah, who is that?
This is Mrs. Dansby.
All right,
Good
thank
morning.
you, Madam Counsel.
Marie Reimers, P82841 on behalf of Ms. Dansby.
All right, thank you, Ms. Reimers. Ms. Reimers, can you update me on this matter, please?
Yes, Your Honor, this is an eviction after a mortgage foreclosure case. The court had previously adjourned this case to allow for Ms. Dansby to get a qualified domestic relations order signed in the family court to allow her to access her ex-husband's pension in the hopes that she would be able to access some funds to enter into a land contract with the plaintiff. That quadro has been signed. It has been submitted to the city of Detroit. However, the funds have not been dispersed yet. So we would ask for more time to allow Ms. Dansby to get the funds. I do know that plaintiff's counsel is going to ask for a judgment entered today. I do know that he's going to argue that this case has been adjourned several times. My plea to the court is that Ms. Dansby is 66 years old. She's lived in this home for 21 years. It's a pandemic, it's the middle of winter, and if the court enters a judgment today and evicts Ms. Dansby, she will be homeless and elderly in the middle of a pandemic in the middle of winter. So I would ask the court for a little bit more time in the hopes that those funds will be dispersed and we can come to an agreement.
Do you have any indication of any timeline with the city? And I know we hope some things are slowed down, but any estimate on when the city might be in position to disperse sums under the quadro?
Unfortunately, we don't have that information. We've tried, Ms. Dansby has tried to obtain it from the city, but I believe that they are unwilling to give a timeline just because things are backed up, and quadros, in my experience as a family law attorney, do take a little bit of time.
All right, thank you. Thank you, counsel. For plaintiff, sir.
Your Honor, again, Randy Levanser, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff. And as mentioned, this is a post foreclosure action for possession. We don't object to providing some additional time on the judgment so that the defendant hopefully we'll get her funds together and we'll either be able to repurchase the place or move into another location. But we do think that there needs to be some movement in that direction, Your Honor. As mentioned, this is something wasn't sudden. This is something that's been developing over the course of the last, I don't have it right in front of me, but a year and a half or so.
All right. I do think that the plaintiff may very well stand on significant grounds in its request at this point. Given all of the circumstances of our current environment, I do think that that brings some additional consideration that the court might give, given the fact that parties have been moving in the direction of trying to find a way to pause it without needing. We'll have to. We'll have to look at your device in just one moment.
And Your Honor, if I may, Ms. Dansby would like to address the court herself.
Well, I don't think that she can articulate this any better than you have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the matter over for 30 days, and I'll visit this matter at this time. The motion for entry of default judgment, the motion for entry of judgment at this time is taken under advisement, and I'll review the matter 30 days hence. That's going to put us at the 25th of February. I'll revisit this issue 9 o'clock a.m. on that day. All right, thank you. And I know this has been an enduring situation for both sides. And I'll address it at that time, and perhaps we'll have some clearer and closer information upon which to make some additional decisions. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this is case number 23-47589. This is Garden View Estate versus Anastasia Regular and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 8515 Abington, building number 5. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joe Horka, P75969, representing the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Horka. And do I have Regular, Miss Regular on this Zoom? If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time.
And our plaintiff is moving to dismiss this matter without prejudice.
Thank you, counsel. The court received your motion, and the matter will be dismissed at this time. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is case number 23-49394. This is Good City LLC versus Amisha Reynolds and occupants of property located at 13718 East State Fair. The court is calling at this time 23-49398. That involves Woodbridge Estates 2 versus Deshane Burt and other occupants at 1170 Sheldon Street. The court is calling 20350-260. That's Elois Sparks versus Ebony Ryler. Your appearance with regard to Amisha Reynolds, the Good City versus Amisha Reynolds, 9394, counsel. Mr. Dyer, are you there, sir?
Mr. Willard is here in the courtroom.
Ma'am, I didn't call for you yet. Mr. Dyer, are you there, sir? All right, let me hear from on the Burt matter, your appearance, Mr. Hawker.
Morning, Judge. Joe Horka, P75969, representing Woodbridge Estates.
All right, thank you, counsel. And do I have Ms. Burt on this Zoom? Say something if you're here.
Yes, I'm in attendance.
All right, thank you, Ms. Burt. I do see your presence there, ma'am. Good morning to you. Do I have Ms. Burt? Have you spoken with any attorney, anyone that can give you information and provide you direction regarding the case that you have before the court, ma'am?
No, I have not. The only thing that I have done is I know Woodbridge left me some information and we filled that out and mailed that in to the eviction place. And we're saving up the money just because I know if we pay, it don't go towards this for we can catch up on the rent. We just had death in our family. My grandmother passed and we had to ship her to Louisiana and go to the funeral. So that caused financial hardships, but we are saving to pay, but we haven't talked to any legal representation.
What I want to do is get you to someone that can provide some legal information regarding this case and how you might go forward in relationship to this matter. So I'm going to give you somebody to talk to right now. I'm also going to set your next action date. That's going to be 2/17 at 9 o'clock a.m. 2/17 at 9 o'clock a.m. And that's the next date that you'll zoom in using the same number that you used today. Right now, I'm going to give you some to talk to regarding this matter. Who's available to talk to Ms. Burt, please?
Your Honor, I can speak with Ms. Burt. However, I'm also representing Ms. Riller in the next case. So if we could cover that and then go into the breakout room.
Thank you, sir. And so, Ms. Burt, just hold tight. In a moment, I'm going to allow you and Mr. Santorio to talk at the breakout room. He has another case, and we'll come back to you and just understand, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Just stand tight here. All right. Do I have Mr. Dyer in this Zoom? Mr. Dyer. Do I have Ms. Wyrock? This is regarding the Lois Sparks versus Ebony Riley matter. Ms. Wyrock, are you on the Zoom? Your appearance?
Your Honor, I believe she submitted
your appearance. Your appearance.
This is Anthony Sartorio, P84851 for Ebony Riller.
Thank you. Update me on what the status is here as you understand it, sir.
Sure, Your Honor. I believe Ms. Wyrock submitted a dismissal without prejudice to your office last week. I believe the 21st or 22nd.
All right. We may not have, I don't have it in hand, but in any event, on that representation, I will note that the case is in fact dismissed. And Ms. Ryder, I see that you're here on the Zoom. You understand that the case is being dismissed, ma'am?
I understand, but I don't know why she dismissed it, but I understand.
Typically, when a case is dismissed, it means that the plaintiff is not willing to go forward on the complaint that they filed. I know that this was a land contract matter, so they're simply dismissing it. That doesn't mean that they cannot start a new case if they want to, but if they do, they have to notify you all over again. It'll be a different case. You understand?
Your Honor, can I ask you a question?
Do you understand what I just told you?
I understand.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
I just wanted to know, with this lady, I'm having really problems with her. So I kind of wanted you to kind of make things clear on both parties so that we wouldn't be going through this again. I know that she's dismissing it, meaning she just want me to pay her now. I just don't want to keep going through the same thing with this lady. It's as if she don't get it. So
Yeah, fortunately, you've had the benefit of talking with a lawyer in this matter. And at this point, it does stop in front of me. But I think that you, as you suggested, it could start back if the plaintiff decides that she wants to bring me to court. Of course, if it comes back, then you will bring up the fact that a previous case was filed and that case was dismissed, and all of those things could have bearing on this case. You understand, ma'am?
yes.
All right. I do wish you well. All the best to you, ma'am. Good day.
Thank you.
And Mr. Santori, I'm sending you in to a breakout 2 with Ms. Burt. At this time, Ms. Burt, you'll receive a notification in just a moment here, ma'am. And that's going to put you in breakout room number 2. I've just done so. And
Your Honor, could you please also include Miss Amanda Riggs?
all right, I will do so. Ms. Riggs, you have a notification for breakout room number 2. And then Mr. Santorio, get you there, sir. I keep missing you. Everybody else was intuitive. You're hiding from me. There you are. 2. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And Mr. Horka, you have the next action date in relationship to the Burt matter. Is that correct, sir? All right, this is, I guess Mr. Horker's not in the Zoom at this particular moment. All right, this is case number 2347597. This is Emerald Springs versus Christina Bethel and other occupants of property at 5793 Emerald Springs Circle. The court also calls at this time the suffix 7601. This is Bonneview Apartments versus Timothy Mitchell and other occupants of property at 23311 West 8 Mile Road, apartment number 306 in the city of Detroit. On counsel, your appearance at this time, sir. Mr. Landau. Mr. Landau, are you there, sir? Oh, that he was there. All right, we'll come back to this matter. All right, this is case number 20349402. This is 1291 Palmer Lane LLC versus John Reynolds and other occupants of property at 1291 West State Fair, apartment 106. The court also calls 9406. That is 1291 Palmer Lane LLC versus Barbara Bradley and other occupants of property at 1291 West State Fair, apartment 402. Just one moment. All right, and your appearance at this time, Madam Counsel.
Mary Blaney for 1291 Palmer. My P number is 72940. And
all right,
if we could have, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right, you had something you wanted to bring to my attention. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. If we could handle Barbara Bradley's first, we're asking for a dismissal on that one.
Suffix 9406, and you may at this time.
Your Honor, we asked for a dismissal on the Barbara Bradley case. Ms. Bradley is paid in full.
All right, the court will grant your petition to dismiss that matter at this time. Ms. Bradley, are you present on the Zoom? If you are, say something, ma'am. All right, that case is dismissed nonetheless. All right, regarding, and that is the suffix 9406. Regarding the suffix 9402, John Reynolds. Do I have John Reynolds on the Zoom regarding property at 1291 West State Fair 106? If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. It does appear that the defendant has not appeared in this matter. Today is the first hearing. Accordingly, by administrative order, the court will set the matter for a second hearing date. That date's going to be the 9th of February 2021. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m. for second hearing. The court will be inclined to grant a judgment for default if the defendant does not appear at the next action date. So ordered at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel.
Good morning, Judge.
Who am I talking to?
Christina Bethel. I heard you call my name, but what happened?
All right. Let's see what's going on with you. All right, man. What's the last three digits on your case number? I got your case. Just hold tight.
597.
Just hold tight. I got you. All right. All right, Mr. Levasseur, I did call the case ending in the suffix 9394. That's the Good City versus Amisha Reynolds. Your appearance on that matter, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, thank you, counsel. And do I have Amisha Reynolds on this Zoom living at the property on East State Fair? If you're on this Zoom, please say something at this time. Amisha Reynolds staying at East State Fair. Say something if you're on this Zoom, please. All right, it appears the defendant does not appear regarding this matter. Accordingly, under the administrative order, the court will set a second hearing, given that this is the first hearing. That hearing date is going to be the 9th of February, 2021, second hearing date. And that's going to be at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. And if the defendant does not appear, the court would be inclined to grant an application for entry of default judgment. So ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counsel. Mr. Abbott, are you there, sir? All right. The court has previously called the suffix 7597 and 7601. Those matters, and also I should indicate 9430. That one is Orchestra Tower versus Alfreda Pearson and occupants of property at 3501 Woodward Avenue, number 206. 7597, that is Emerald Springs versus Christina Bethel. 7601, that's Bonneview versus Timothy Mitchell. The court is also at this time calling 7609, that's Bonneview versus Martinique Adams and other occupants of property located at 23301 West 8 Mile Road, apartment number 304. The court is calling the suffix 7613. That's Bonneview versus Aaron Sykes and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 23621 West 8 Mile Road, apartment number 12. Apartment number 112. The court is calling the suffix 7621. That's Bonneview versus last name Muria and occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 23401 West 8 Mile Road, apartment number 203. The court is calling the suffix 765, strike that 7625. That is Bonneview versus Robert Cross and other occupants of property located at 23311 West 8 Mile Road, apartment number 305. The court is calling the suffix 7617. That's Ayanna Tate, and strike that Bonneview versus Ayanna Tate and other occupants of property at 23631 West 8 Mile Road, apartment number 216. Your appearance for the plaintiff at this time, counsel, you may.
Mark Lando on behalf of the plaintiff in each of the matters that the court has just called.
All right, thank you, Mr. Landau. Let me ask, are there any attorneys who are present representing any of the defendants in the cases that I have called up to this time on these matters? If you are an attorney and you represent any of these persons, please say something at this time. All right, just one moment. Now, the court is also at this time calling case number 9486. That is Granada Apartments South versus Kendra Jones and occupants of property located at 15020 West, strike at Greenfield, apartment number 16. The court is calling the suffix 9472. That's Granada versus Jerry Moss and other occupants of property located at 17331 Greenfield, apartment number 12. And Mr. Landau, you represent the plaintiffs in those matters as well. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Any attorneys representing those two individuals, if you are an attorney for either of those two individuals, please say something at this time. All right. I know that I have on this Zoom under the suffix 7597, Miss Christina Bethel. She lives at the property on Emerald Springs Circle. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. And good morning to you. Ma'am, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding the matter that you now have before the court regarding your rights and opportunities to resolve this matter, ma'am?
No, I did not.
All right. And Mr. Landau, it looks like this is a second hearing in this matter. Is that correct, sir?
It is a second hearing, Your Honor, and this is a termination of tenancy case.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. So, Miss Bethel, I'm going to give you somebody that can speak with you regarding your rights in this matter. Are you planning on moving from the property or at this time, ma'am?
I've
I'm
been
sorry.
moved, Your Honor, I've been moved out since last year of, I moved in March of last year,
Is that right?
2020.
All right. Is there anybody that you know that still occupies the property?
No, sir.
All right. Mr. Landau?
Your Honor, given that information on record, I will submit not a conditional dismissal, a full dismissal, but I'm going to indicate in the dismissal that plaintiff can take immediate possession. Defendant placed on record that she is vacated.
All right, that makes sense to you, ma'am? You have no problem with them taking immediate possession of that property?
No, I do not. It's okay with me.
All right, thank you, Ms. Bethel. I will grant the plaintiff's petition to dismiss this matter with the caveat that they would have the right to take immediate possession of the property where there's been an affirmation that the defendant no longer lives at the property nor any other occupants that she has any contact with. I will grant such permission, and Ms. Bethel, that will be the end of this case.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Good day to you, ma'am.
You too. Bye.
All right, as it relates to the premises at 2331 West 8 Mile, this is a suffix 761, strike at 7601. This is Bonnaby versus Mitchell. If Mitchell is on this Zoom, any person living at the West 8 Mile address number 306, say something at this time. Please say something at this time. If you are Timothy Mitchell, say something. All right, this looks like a second hearing in this matter. Counsel, is that correct, sir?
It is, Your Honor. Can you give me the last three digits again, please?
7601.
Okay. We have a 7603, a Bonneview versus Mitchell. Just go. I don't see 7601 as a case that I have before you this morning, so I'm just gonna look it up real quick.
I'm gonna instruct that you take my word. Take my word for it. It's 20347-601. That's the off of the actual file, and it has your name all over it and your client Bonneview apartments. So I believe that you're moving for entry of default at this time. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct, Your Honor. We are seeking a default judgment at this time.
All right, the court will enter the judgment now by default on the terms and conditions as set forth in the proposed in the complaint in this matter as updated due to delays, and will require compliance with such terms and conditions on or before February 4th, 2020, or after that date. A written will issue in this matter allowing for eviction from the property. It is so ordered. With regard to premises under 9430, this is Alfreda Pearson and occupants of property on Woodward at number 206. If you're on this Zoom, say something at this time. Say something if you're on this Zoom. All right, this appears to be the first hearing. The defendant has not appeared. The court will set the matter over for the I'll set the matter over for the 11th, 2/11/21 at 9:00 a.m. It is a second hearing. The defendant has not appeared. If they do not appear, the court will entertain a motion to dismiss at that time. All right, it's so ordered at this time. Regarding the suffix 7609, this is Bonneview. This is the other stuff. All right, regarding Bonneview versus Martinique Adams, occupants at West 8 Mile, apartment 304. Again, that's 7609. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this. Adams or any person at the premises there on at apartment 304, say something at this time if you're on the Zoom. Again, it appears that in this case, the defendant has not appeared. It does appear to be the first hearing. The court will set the matter over for 2/11/21 at 9:00 a.m. for second hearing. Defendant does not appear. The court will entertain a motion for entry of default at that time. The court is looking now at 7613 Bonneview versus Sykes and occupants of property on 8 Mile, West 8 Mile, apartment 112. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. Mr. Sykes or any person on the property there on 8 Mile, 1112, apartment 1112. It does appear to be the first hearing. It's right there. This looks like the second hearing in this matter, counsel.
Mark Lando for the plaintiff. Plaintiff requests default judgment of possession.
The court will enter the judgment by default at this time on the terms and conditions as prayed in the complaint, subject to updates based upon the delay of time. The court will require compliance with said conditions on or before the 4th February 2021 or after that date. A writ will issue allowing for eviction from the property. The court will enter the judgment upon presentment. The court is speaking now to 7621 Bonneview versus last name Maria, M. Maria, and at property on West 8 Mile, apartment 203. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. This does appear to be the second hearing on this matter. It appears defendant has not appeared regarding this matter. Counsel, your pleasure, sir.
Mark Lando for the plaintiff. Plaintiff requests a judgment of possession.
The court will allow for the entry of judgment by default upon presentment on the terms and conditions as set forth in the complaint, subject to updates based upon the expiration of time. It is so ordered at this time. Regarding the suffix 7625, I'm looking for Robert Cross on West 8 Mile, apartment 305. Please say something if you're on the Zoom at this time. Looking for Mr. Cross on West 8 Mile, apartment 305. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. This too appears to be a second hearing in this matter. Counsel, I believe you're moving for entry of judgment by default. Mr. Landau, is that true?
That is correct, Your Honor.
The court will grant judgment by default at this time on the terms and conditions as requested in the complaint, subject to updates based upon the expiration of time. Said judgment must be complied on or before the 4th of February 2021 or after that date, the issue allowing for eviction from the property. The court now looks to the suffix 7617. This is Bonneview versus Ayanna Tate regarding premises located in the city of Detroit at 23631 West 8 Mile, apartment number 216. If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time, please.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, thank you. And what is your name, ma'am?
Ayanna Tate.
All right, thank you, Ms. Tate. And Ms. Tate, you were you here on a previous date? I believe I spoke with you before. Is that true?
No.
Oh, all right. All right, thank you, Ms. Tate. Ms. Tate, have you had an opportunity to talk with a lawyer to discuss your case and the rights that you may have in regard to this matter, ma'am?
No.
All right. So I'm going to set it up now so that you can talk with someone today in regard to this matter. I am also going to set your next action date in this matter, which will be the 17th of February, 2021. And that's going to be at 9:00 a.m., February the 17th. That's when you'll Zoom back in to this courtroom. Today, I'm going to give you an attorney to speak to so that you'll be able to go forward accordingly. All right. Who's available to talk with Ms. Tate at this time?
Good morning, Judge Matthew Larson, UCHC, P number 82565. I can speak with the defendant.
All right, thank you. Ms. Tate, I'm going to send you with Mr. Larson, and you'll receive a notification to go to breakout room number 3. And Ms. Tate, I'm going to get you there right away.
Okay.
And there is your notification.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Larson. All right, I'm addressing myself. Just hold, just stand down. I hear you, ma'am. Mute your device. Thank you. This one moment.
This is Miss Pearson.
All right,
and
I was trying to talk to you the first time, but it hung up or something. I don't know. I've never did this before.
That's okay, ma'am. Just stand tight. What's the last 3 digits in your case number?
The last 3 digits, I got 2 of them here. I don't know which one is supposed to be true because I don't read that good.
Your Honor,
But I think it's right here.
3 digits are 430.
I'm sorry.
Last
Okay,
3
this
digits are 430.
Okay.
430.
Excuse me 1 second, ma'am. Ms. Pearson, we've already passed on that matter. We set a new date. Is that correct, Mr. Landau?
It was set for February 11th.
Because didn't nobody pick up. Why y'all didn't pick up?
I tried to give him history.
Ms. Pearson?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna come back and see me on February the 11th. That's your next date. Have you had a chance to speak with a lawyer?
He can hear everything you're saying.
Ms. Pearson?
Say that again. I couldn't hear.
Had a chance to speak with a lawyer, someone that can advise you of your rights regarding this matter?
Well, I don't have a lawyer. I don't think I need, ma'am, because I haven't did anything and I paid my rent up and everything. I don't have no rent to pay. I don't know what they're messing with me for.
All right.
My rent is overdue.
That's why you need. That's why you need a lawyer to find out what's going on here. So
I can't afford a lawyer. I can't afford one of those.
Yeah.
So I have to do it.
Did you hear me ask you to pay for? Did you hear me ask you to pay for one? Did you hear me ask you to pay for one?
No, I didn't hear you ask me to pay for them, but I'm just letting you know. Usually they want you to pay for them, so I just said that's the only reason I said it.
Okay, you want to keep on talking? You got something else you want to tell me?
Yes, I do. I know what this here hearing is about. It's about my son because he's here. He's handicapped, and they don't want him here.
All right. Did you file some agency regarding some type of discrimination? Is that what it is?
Well, I would like to, but I don't know how to go about doing that.
That's why I think you need to talk to a lawyer. So I'm going to give you somebody to talk to today. These are lawyers that are at public expense. You do not have to pay them. So I'm going to set it up right now, Ms. Pearson, for you to talk to someone and tell them what's going on, and they'll give you some advice regarding your matter. And what I am going to have to do, I'm going to have to change the date on your case. I previously set it for the 11th. Your date is actually on that matter going to be the 17th of February. That's going to be changed, Mr. Landau, the 17th of February. I just changed the date at 9 o'clock. February 17th at 9 o'clock. All right. And
okay.
So
okay.
I'm going to send you to talk to someone. You still there? I'm going to send you to talk with someone right now. Who's available to Ms. Pearson?
Okay.
I'm available, Your Honor.
So I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2, ma'am. You're going to get a notification to go there, Ms. Pearson, on your device. And when you see that, just click onto that notification, and it will take you into a breakout room to talk with a lawyer. And I'll tell you here, I'm going to send you that notice about right now, and you should have it now, ma'am. All the best for you. All right. Next case that I'm looking at is regarding Kendra Jones, living at the address on Greenfield, number 16. The suffix is 9486. 9486. I have Kendra Jones on this room. Say something if you're here.
Yes, sir.
All right. I see you there, and let me just straighten out something here. Thank you. And have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding this matter that you have before the court?
No, sir.
All right. So I'm going to set it up so that you can speak with someone that can go over your rights and discuss. Just stand down now, whoever that is. Who is that?
Delaney.
All right, just stand down. I'll come to you shortly. All right, so I'm going to give you somebody to talk to. I'm setting the date over for the 17th. It's the second hearing date, the 17th of February, 2021. That hearing is going to be at 9:15. That hearing is going to be at 9:15 on that date. So that's when you'll zoom back in.
The
So let me
17th,
get-
you said?
I'm sorry,
You said February 17th at 9:15?
that is correct, okay? And so I'm gonna get you to somebody to talk to now regarding the legal matter. Do I have an attorney available to talk to? Gotta stay mute until I come to your case. All right, so Ms. So there is my neighbor's out talking to other persons. Let me just hold on. Mr. Larson, are you able to talk with Kendra Jones at this?
Yes, Judge.
And I put you in breakout room number 3. Is that correct?
That's right.
Just a minute.
So Ms. Jones, I'm going to send you to breakout room 3, and you'll be able to talk to Mr. Larson at this time. The date on that, the new date is the 17th of February at 9:15 a.m.
Okay.
So you're going to receive the notice in just a moment, the connection. And there you are. And Mr. Larson, you should be able to simply go back to that location.
Yep. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. And I'm now addressing 9472. That is Granada versus Jerry Moss regarding premises on Greenfield on number 12. If you're on the Zoom, please say something, Mr. Moss, or the occupant of the property. Mr. Moss? Mr. Moss, if you're here, please say something. All right, it appears that the defendant has not appeared regarding this matter. Accordingly, the court will set the court.
Your name on there first.
Court will set the matter for the second hearing. That second hearing date is going to be on the 11th of February, 2/11/21. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m.
Then the judge said he didn't want to hear any history.
All right.
I
This
said
is case number-
he told me he didn't want to hear any history.
All right, this is case number 234975. This is Prime Realty Management versus TR Austin and occupants of property located at 18616 Greenfield Road. No appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Coleman Potts, P78607 on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Potts. And do I have on this Zoom Tierra Austin, any person occupying property on Greenfield, 18616 Greenfield? Ms. Austin, say something.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, thank you, Ms. Austin. You live at the property on Greenfield Road, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, and Ms. Austin, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding this matter that may be able to go over what your rights are and what opportunities there may be to resolve this matter, ma'am?
No.
All right, so Ms. Austin, I am going to set it up so that you can talk with someone. I got too much noise going on. Please mute your device if I'm not dealing with your case. Please mute your device. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to set a new date in this matter. That date is going to be the 17th of February, 2021. That's going to be 9:30 a.m. That's a new action date in this matter. But right now, I'm going to give you the opportunity to talk with a lawyer so that you can go over what your rights are in this matter. Mr. Potts, you have the date for the next hearing in this matter. Is that correct, sir?
I didn't hear the date, Your Honor. My computer was turned down.
That is, thank you, sir. That is February the 17th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m., sir.
Okay, and my client was actually interested in the EDP program in order to, I guess, aid her with the past money owed. So I guess I can communicate with whatever attorney that's assigned to her as well.
Very well, and that I will note that on the file as well, and advise the attorney of the same. Looks like each of them that I'm working with today are in a breakout room already. That would be Mr. Santorio and Mr. Larson. Yeah, those are the two I believe that have been handling matters today. So I'll make sure that they know that your client is interested in EDP.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, Counsel. Good day to you.
You too.
This is case number 12-23-47434. This is just one second. And Miss Austin, you're just waiting, and as soon as I get a lawyer, I'm going to give you opportunity to speak with somebody. So just hold tight. All right.
Okay.
Again, the suffix 7434. That's Himmeluch Apartments versus Nancy Snowden and other occupants of property at 1545 Woodward Avenue, number 210. Counsel, your appearance. Do I have Ms. Sullivan there? Do I have Mr. Hugh? Either one of those two? Please say something if you're here. All right. Do I have on this Zoom Ms. Snowden at the property on Woodward? All right. This is a second hearing regarding this matter. It appears that the defendant has not appeared in this matter. Accordingly, judgment will be entered by default on the terms, conditions as prayed, subject to updates based upon the delay. The terms of the judgment must be complied with on or before the 4th of February 2021, or a writ will issue after that date. I'll hold on to that. Mr. Saman, are you there, sir? This is case number 20-349437. This is ESK1 Group versus Devin Henderson, Latoya Henderson, and other occupants of property at 17605 Fenton Street. The court is also calling the suffix 9444. That is Joyce Yu versus Demond Roger Williams Jr. and other occupants of property at 12591 Rosemary Street in the city of Detroit. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Your Honor, Adam Devlin, P72877, appearing on behalf of plaintiff ESK1 Group.
All right, thank you. Okay, I see that there's a different counsel on the other matter. Mr. Devlin, as we address this matter, do I have any of the Hendersons or persons occupying the Fenton address on this Zoom? If you are, please say something at this time.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is LaTanya Henderson.
All right. All right, I see you there. Thank you, Ms. Henderson. All right, and I know that this is the first hearing on this matter. Ms. Henderson, have you had an opportunity to talk with a lawyer that may be able to assist you in regard to this matter, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set it up for you to talk with someone that may be able to give you some legal advice and some assistance in this matter. And I'm going to set the next date under the administrative order that the first hearing has to be adjourned to a second date. So I'm going to set that date for the 17th of February because of my crowded docket. That's the earliest date that I really have. And that's going to be at 9:15 a.m. That's when you'll Zoom back in. So now I'm going to set you up with a lawyer so you can talk through this matter. You understand, ma'am?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Devlin, you have the date for the next action on this matter, sir?
I do. It's in my calendar, Your Honor. I will see you then. Have a good day.
All right, thank you, sir, and good day to you. Thank you, ma'am, and you're holding tight. And as soon as I get someone that can talk to you, I'll put you in a breakout room so that you can make that connection. All right,
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, and you may enter your appearance at this time, Mr. Dyer, I believe it is, with regard to property on Rosemary, the suffix 9444.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Levasseur. Do I have Do I have Demond Williams or any person living at the Rosemary address, please say something if you're on the Zoom at this time. All right, it does appear that the defendant has not appeared on his first hearing date. Accordingly, I will set it over for 2/11/21 at 9:00 a.m. That is the second hearing date. If the defendant appears, we'll go forward. If the defendant does not appear on that date, the court will entertain a motion for entry of default judgment on that date. So ordered at this time, sir.
Your Honor, could you give me that date and time one more time, please?
That date and time is the 11th of February, 2021, 9:00 a.m.
I'm sorry, it was February, but I could not make out the date.
February 11th, 11/1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Do I have someone available to talk with Ms. Toya Henderson? If you are, counsel, say something so I can send her to a breakout room. All right. So we're still waiting just a bit. Do I have Mr. Abbott in this Zoom? Mr. Abbott? All right, this is case number 23-49410. This is Integral Property Solutions versus Sarah Gray and other occupants of property at 19217.
Lift up the stopper so the water can go out the room.
Excuse me. Sarah Gray and other occupants of property at 19217 Terrace number 2. The court calls 23-49418. This is IPS Management LLC versus Walter Jones and other occupants of property at 20069 Gilcrest. The court calls the suffix 9434. That's Spark Property Management LLC versus Montrell Jackson and occupants of property at 12219 Schaefer number 20. The court calls the suffix 9458. That's Detroit Leasing Incorporated versus Wade Me Page, PAIGE, and other occupants of property at 13616 Archdale. The court calls the suffix 9462. That's Detroit Land Development Company versus Clarence Vale and other occupants of property at 1873 Fall Street. Calls the suffix 6840. That is Bellcrest versus Christy Hazim regarding premises located in the city of Detroit at 9440 Cass Avenue, number 608. All right. Mr. Abbott is the plaintiff counsel with respect to each of these matters. He is not in the Zoom at this moment, although I did see him earlier. Is there any attorney representing any defendant on any of the matters that the court has called? If so, then enter your appearance at this time.
Your Honor, I'm Ted Phillips, Housing Coalition. I'm not entering appearance, but I would want to call to your court's attention that I think two of those matters have Mr. Abbott's name on them, and they're actually Mr. Saman. I did some outreach to him earlier this month, and there were a number of cases that was still on. It's 9458 and 9462.
9458 here, Waveney Page, 13616 Archdale.
All right. So I do have those two matters, and I do see Mr. Saman's name connected to those matters. So I'll put them aside for a moment. There is a third Saman case, and I'm waiting for him to come into the Zoom. So I pulled out 9458 and 9462. I also have 2034760. That is Detroit, Michigan LLC versus Keith Shanklin. That appears to be Mr. Saman's case in that matter as well. So I'm going to give it a moment to see if I can get Mr. Saman in on these.
Your Honor, I would be willing to talk to any of those defendants, however, that are not represented and would like counsel. Perhaps it would be useful to ask them now, if that's possible.
That makes sense to me, sir. Thank you. Let me find out, do I have on this Zoom, do I have Clarence Vale or any person living at the property on Fall Street? Clarence Vale or any person living on Fall Street? Say something if you're on the Zoom. Waveney Page, or any person living at the Archdale address, 13616 Archdale.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, thank you, Ms. Archdale. That's the suffix 9485. And Ms. Archdale, there's an attorney that wants to speak with you if you wish to talk with a lawyer regarding the matter that you have before the court. Are you interested in talking to someone on this matter, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to give you the opportunity to do so, to speak with Mr. Attorney Ted Phillips. He'll go over what your rights are and give you some information regarding this matter. I'm also going to go ahead and set the next action date in this matter. That's going to be the 17th. That's going to be the 17th of February, and that's going to be at 10 o'clock. Excuse me, that's going to be at 10:15. February 17th at 10:15 a.m. will be the time that you will Zoom back in. You understand that?
I'm trying to check the date, Your Honor, because I do have a day job. I work 12 hours a day. I was trying to see if
He got background. He told me
I would be available for court that day.
he said he wanted to deal with what's going on now.
Yeah, that's the 17th, ma'am. Are you able to determine your availability in that regard?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I'll be able to. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, 10:15 a.m. Okay, so I'm going to send you to breakout room. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Is Mr. Bell going to also get the 17th?
Yes.
I will do outreach to him then to see that he's, in addition to what the court will do, of course, to see that he's aware and has an opportunity for counsel.
Right, and so that's what I'm doing here with regard to Mr. Bell, and also, with regard to Mr. Bell, both of these matters be set for the 17th, and I'm giving it a 10:15 time for both of these, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And so, Ms. Page, I'm going to send you to a breakout room in just a second here. Let me ask, do I have Keith Shankman on the Zoom? That's under the suffix 7560, Keith Shankman. All right, now I have a notation the last time this was up, the defendant was in hospital ill, and the court set the matter over. So, Mr. Phillips, I don't know. This one,
Bring us in. I got muted mine. Yes.
Hold on a second, Ms. Page. Hold on a second.
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, our office and Michigan Legal Services have both tried to reach Mr. Shanklin. We've not been able to, so that's as much as I can tell you.
Hold on one second, Mr. Phillips, my bad. Madam Reporter, were you saying something, ma'am?
No, Judge, I wasn't.
Okay, all right. Ms. Canton, why are you still here, ma'am?
Hi, this is Mr.
I already issued an order in your case. Why are you still here, sir?
The reason I'm here is the guy that's in the house does not have a lease.
I didn't hear what you said, sir.
The guy that's at my house, Jermaine Plain, does not have a lease.
So, sir, something.
His mother is deceased and his wife. His wife had a lease. He does not have a lease.
Unfortunately, I can't hear a word that you're saying. I don't know why. Ma'am, you were talking earlier and I was able to hear you. What's going on with the sound?
Just wanted to, Mr. Stanton, I muted it, Stan. Be quiet. Let me talk. Mr. Stanton just tried to give you some background of what's going on with this property. And he wants to know is that writ that you're going to issue is going to be to evict Jermaine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't hear you. You got to unmute it. He want to say something, so let him get it out of his system.
Yes, thank you so much, Judge. I appreciate that. This guy have not paid, Jermaine has not number one, he was never on the contract. He's been in the house for 5 years, and we can't get him out of there.
Well, you know, I signed a writ today that's going to allow you to get him out of there. I believe I gave you the date of the 16th of February, on 15th of February. On after that date, that writ can be executed. I signed it today. You understand that?
Okay, which means that we can go over there and take possession of the home?
No, what that means is that if he doesn't move on or before the 15th of February, you then contact the bailiff of the court, and the bailiff of the court will go over and evict the individual from the property. He has until the 15th to move out, but the bailiff has to do it. You can't do it.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, I do wish you well. Good day to the two of you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Phillips, I'm sorry for the interruption. We were speaking on 7560. That was Mr. Shanklin. Sir, you may at this time.
And I was just saying to the court that I know that Michigan Legal Services and our office, me personally, have reached out to Mr. Shanklin. We've not heard anything back. I don't know that whether he's in the hospital or not, or any other facts beyond that. But I do know that we have not been able to offer any legal assistance to him because neither of our organizations have been able to contact him. So that's as much as I know.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, I will hold this one in abeyance until I've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Saman. But the other matters are set over for the 17th at 10:15, and that is with the other two that were called earlier as well. All are set over for the next action date of the 17th of February 2021 at 10:15.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And you were going to put us in a bedroom?
So, Ms. Page, I'm putting you in a breakout room with Mr. Phillips right now. That's going to be breakout room number 1. And Mr. Phillips, you're receiving an invite right now. And Ms. Page, you're receiving an invite to the breakout room 1 right now. All right, I wish you well, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All of these are set at that time. All right, and I know, Mr. Abbott, are you on the Zoom, sir? Okay, so do I have Sarah Gray on this Zoom?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Gray. I do see you there. Just one moment, let me put the last name in there.
Okay.
Have you been to court on this matter before?
No.
All right. Have you had a chance to speak with anyone regarding your rights in this case, ma'am?
No.
All right. So I'm going to set it up so that you can, in fact, talk with someone. And I'm going to go ahead and set the next date. The date that I have is 2/17/21. That is going to 9:30 a.m. That's when you'll Zoom back to see me. But I'm going to go ahead and set it up so that you can talk with a lawyer in this matter. Ms. Henderson, did you get to talk to someone already, ma'am, or are you still waiting?
I'm still waiting, sir.
All right. So, Ms. Gray, you have one person in front of you that's waiting to hear a lawyer, and then I'm going to get you in. All right.
Okay.
All right, do I have someone available to talk with Ms. Henderson regarding the suffix 9437 and the property on Fenton Street in the city of Detroit? someone available to talk to her at this time?
Your Honor, I can speak with Ms. Henderson.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Santorio. Ms. Henderson, I'm sending you now to speak with Attorney Santorio, and you're going to be get a notification to go to breakout room number 2. Getting that to you right now. You get a notification. There you are, Ms. Henderson.
Thank you.
Anyone else available to talk with a client, Miss Gray, who lives on Cherish Street under file number 9410. Mr. Larson, you're available to talk with Miss Gray at this time.
I'm available, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Gray, I'm as promised, I'm sending you now breakout room to speak with Attorney Larson. Your that breakout room is going to be room number 3, and you're going to get a notification right about now, ma'am. And there it is. All right.
Yep, I got it. I got it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yachty, Dottie, love party.
All right. Do I have Walter Jones on the Zoom? Walter Jones. And living at Gilchrist, that case number ends in 9418. Do I have Montreal Jackson, whose case number ends in 9434, living on Schaefer 203? Are you on this Zoom? Say something if you are.
Yes, I'm Tiana Curry. I'm an occupant, her daughter.
All right. Okay, that's on Schaefer. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. So where is Jackson?
She's at work.
All right. All right. So have you had a chance to talk with anyone regarding this?
No, we haven't. We haven't at all.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna set it up for you to have an opportunity to talk to someone, given that this is the first hearing in this matter, and I'm going to set it over for the next date is the 17th of February 2021. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m. So that's the date that you'll Zoom back in, and then in just a few moments I'll get a lawyer that you can go into a breakout room and talk with that lawyer. And your name is Tiana Curry, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That first name is Tianna, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Curry. So Ms. Curry, you have the date to return, and then in just a few moments I'm going to get you in to talk with the lawyer.
Hello.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, call me on my other phone. I'm in court on this one.
I don't know the other number.
And so with regard to Walter Jones at the property on Gilchrist, the defendant has not responded in this matter. Accordingly, the court will set a new court date. This is the first hearing, so the new court date is the 17th of February 2021 at 9 o'clock. It's right at 9:30 a.m. That's no problem. Do I have Christy Hazine on this Zoom regarding the suffix 6840? 6840. Ms. Hazine, if you're on this Zoom, say something at this time. I know that Ms. Willingham spoke with someone in regard to this matter at the last hearing date. There was discussion regarding EDP. The court set it over for a new date. And this is
Coleman.
Hearing after the, all right, your appearance at this, Mr. Abbott.
I believe we've fashioned a conditional dismissal. Jamesia Willingham and I have struck an agreement and reduced it to a conditional dismissal.
All right, and that is in regard to 6840, correct, sir?
That's correct.
All right, I will note the file as awaiting a conditional dismissal.
I'll email a copy to Latifah right now if you'd like.
All right, Ms. Latifa is not here today, but if you email it, you can email it to my clerk who's here today. Go ahead and give them email.
It's Mary.Edwards at 36districtcourt.org. MARY .EDWARDS.
Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
And Mr. Abbott, I did call 9434 and Miss Tiana Curry is on the Zoom, and I'm sending her to a breakout room to talk with a lawyer on this first hearing. She says she's the daughter of Montreal Jackson. They live in the property together. I set it over for hearing on the 17th of February at 9:30 a.m.
Thank you.
And I called, I've called others of your matters where there was either, where there was a non-appearance on the last name Jackson, I believe it was, and I simply set that over for the 17th because it was the first hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. All right, this is case number 23-4-9414. This is Freddie Jordan versus Carla Williams and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 26211 West Outer Drive. All right, plaintiff Freddie Jordan. Jordan, if you're on this Zoom, say something. Freddie Jordan. Do I have Carla Williams on this Zoom? Carla Williams? This is regarding the property at 26211 West Outer Drive. All right, it appears that it is the first hearing on this matter. Neither party seems to have appeared. And so the court will set the matter over, and I'm going to go ahead and set this one over for the 17th of February at 9:30 a.m. There is definitely a renotice on this. Other one should be, but this is a renotice as well. This is case number 23-4-9451. This is Roger Buchholz versus Houston and occupants of property, and Dante Reed and occupants of property at 13625 Dean Street. The court is also calling at this time the suffix 9464. That's Dole Al-Lami. That's D-O-A-A, last name A-L-D-I-L-A-I-M-I versus Angelique Carabolos and other occupants of property located at 6856 Piedmont. Counsel, your appearance at this time, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name is Dennis Flesland, P30289, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in both of those matters. I am standing in for Mr. Sagati this morning, Your Honor, who's the attorney of record.
Thank you, counsel, and I do note the appearance accordingly. Do I have on this Zoom Natasha Houston or Dante Reed regarding property on Dean Street? Say something if you're on this Zoom.
Yes, sir. We both here.
All right, thank you. I see where you are. Just one moment.
For Dua Delaney, I'm here too.
All right, dealing with Houston and Dean, Houston and Reed, I'm sorry. You live at the Dean address, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Upper unit.
All right, and you said it's the upper unit?
Yes, sir. It's two families live here, one downstairs and one upstairs.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, so have the two of you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding your rights in this matter and regarding resolution of this? I'm sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. We have a attorney in another matter for something else, but when this situation came about, we spoke with our attorney to get legal advice, and we've just been giving him, all documents that we've been receiving during this situation. So, I mean, as far as us being actually like getting a court document to come to your courtroom, we haven't spoke to no lawyer, concerning coming to your courtroom.
All right. So let me set it up where you can talk with someone today that handles these type of matters, and have an opportunity to discuss what your rights are and how you might go about resolving this matter.
Okay, please do, Your Honor, because this situation has been like an ongoing situation. People have went to jail behind this situation. CPS has been called behind this situation. So we really need to get this matter taken care of, because we're being harassed by a third party in this matter that's telling us that they bought the house from Mr. Roger, and I've been receiving threats from this other third party. To get out this house, and they've cut the water off, they've cut the electricity off, they cut the gas off, and I have 3 kids. So they've doing anything they could do to try to get us out this house the illegal way. So please, can you, take care of that for us, please?
Let me stop you now. Can't let you get into too much detail. Go over those things with your lawyer, and then the next hearing date on this matter is going to be the 17th of February. I have to set a second date under the administrative order, and that's going to be at 9:30 a.m. But today you're going to talk with a lawyer regarding this matter. So I'll get you to somebody in just a moment.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I'll get you to someone in just a moment. All right.
Yes, sir.
All the best. You got the date to come back, right?
Yes, sir. You said February 17th at 9:30.
That's correct, sir. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Miss, who's waiting to talk with a lawyer? Miss
Tiana Curry.
All right. Thank you, Miss Curry. Let's get you taken care of here. Hold on one second. And Ms. Curry, what address? You're on Greenfield, correct?
No, on Schaefer Highway, apartment 203.
You said that real fast. Say that again. Oh yeah,
Schaefer Highway.
Got you. Okay, ma'am.
We're gonna put us in a break room and push the button.
All right, let me get my hands on your file again, ma'am. I seem to have sat it somewhere that I shouldn't have sat it. So just hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and send Miss Houston and Mr. Reed to someone to talk to on the file number 9451. And I'm coming right back to you, Miss Curry. I gotta put my hands on your file again, just a moment. Mr.
Okay, because the last name on the case is Jackson.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Okay.
I think I set your file. What's the last 3 digits? Go ahead and give it to me. The last 3 digits of your case, ma'am.
9434.
9434. I meant to keep it over here. We'll get you in a moment. Okay, so Mrs. Centurio, are you able to talk to Miss Houston and Mr. Reed regarding Dean Street address, the upper unit?
Yes, Your Honor, I can speak with them.
Right. So I'm putting you in breakout room right now with Mr. Santorio, and you're going to receive a notification to go to breakout room number 2, and Miss Houston and Mr. Reed, hopefully I didn't get that backwards.
It don't matter.
You're receiving that notification right now.
Okay, we got it. Thank you, Ronnie.
Thank you.
The next hearing date is the 17th of February. All right, and I have found your file, Ms. Curry,
Okay.
And so I'm going to send you now to a breakout room. Mr. Larson, you available to talk to Ms. Curry at this time regarding the suffix 9434?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So, Ms. Curry, thank you for your patience in this matter. I am sending you to breakout room number 3. You're going to get a notification in that regard right now, and you're going to meet Attorney Larson there in just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good day to you. Ms. Austin, I believe you're waiting to speak with someone as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
I think I
Hi, I'm
skipped
Nancy Snowden. I got an invite.
Sorry, who's that? All right, Ms. Austin, I'll get you there in just a few moments, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All right. So we're on the record in the Carabelos matter. That's the suffix 9464. Do I have Angelique Carabelos on this Zoom? If you are, please say something at this time. Carabelos on Altala Street. That's right there on Piedmont Street. This is Angelique Carabelos. And on there, Altala, Piedmont Street under file 9464. Right,
Your Honor, how do I get to the breakout room? It kicked me out.
It kicked you out? Okay, I'm going to send you right back. So just hold tight there for just a moment. Sending you right back. The notification seems to say that you're there. So what I'm going to do I'm going to move you. When I move you, don't go. Okay, are you there now?
I believe so.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. You're going to see a notification to go to breakout room 4. Don't go there. And then I'm going to send you back to 3 again. So,
Judge, I got kicked out as well.
Okay. Okay, let me work on this. One second, I'm coming to you, Mr. Larson. I don't know what happened, but I'll get you straight in just a moment. Okay, so Ms. Houston and Reed, I'm sending you to 4, but don't go there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead and click on 4. Go ahead. All right. And I'll put Mr. Santori in 4 as well, so you can transition there. Okay, and Counsel, Mr. Larson, I'm going to put you in 3. I don't know what happened, but something went bad. All right, I'm putting you in 3, sir. And who are you speaking with? That was Miss
Curry.
Curry.
All right, Miss Curry, I'm putting you in 3, so you guys should be all set now. All right, on the suffix 9464, Mr. Fleshline, I'm setting that matter for the 11th of February 2021 at 9:30 a.m. If defendants do not appear at that time, the court would be inclined to grant a judgment by default, as much as they have not appeared today.
2/11 at 9:30, you said?
That's correct, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Larson, looks like I see you in 2 places and you're still here with me.
Same error message. If Miss Curry wants to chat me her phone number, I can give her a call offline.
All right, Miss Curry, are you here? All right. Miss Curry?
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like something is going wrong with this breakout thing right now. Now let me try one more time. Otherwise, what will have to happen is you will have to chat your number so that the attorney can speak with you because something is going
Yeah, I was about to say, can we do it via phone? Can I give him my phone number?
That's
yeah,
fine.
well, you can do that. I'm trying the breakout room one more time. If that doesn't work, then we'll do we'll do just as has been suggested. So there you are. Let's see if you can try and go to the breakout room again.
Okay.
Ms. Curry, did you click on? All right, Mr. Saman, I've called multiples of your matters. Mr. Ted Phillips was here indicating representation on a couple of them and the interest in being involved on a couple others. I set all matters over except for one to the 17th of February at 10:15 a.m. February 17th, 10:15 a.m. That is, the exception is to suffix 7560. That is Detroit, Michigan versus Keith Shanklin regarding property located at 15880 Biltmore. Your appearance regarding that matter, sir.
Sure. Good morning, Your Honor. William Saman on behalf of the plaintiff, 80352.
All right. Thank you, counsel. And I called for your cases a couple of times, and then the request was, several of them were first hearing, the request was simply to set them over. So I put them all at the same time. Again, that's on the 17th at 10:15 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for your patience. I apologize. I was stuck in, the other three courtrooms this morning. I did check in a couple times, but I had to go back. But Your Honor, yes, that all those dates work fine. But as for Mr. Shanklin, I'm not sure if there's any attorney representing him at this time. We did have a couple adjourned dates.
The information, yes, the information that I received is that several had reached out and been unable to make any reasonable contact. He was in hospital last court hearing, and so nobody was able to give me any real update as to his status or what was going on.
Your Honor, yes, for the record, I did speak with him before this court day. Did let him know that legal aid attorneys were trying to reach him and that he had a court date today, so he is aware. He's obviously, I don't think he appeared today.
Did not.
No, yeah. So Your Honor, I would be asking this time to enter a default judgment possession after land contract forfeiture.
All right, the court will enter judgment by default on the terms and conditions as prayed in this matter, and will enter a judgment accordingly, and will order that the conditions under the judgment be paid within the statutory period as set forth in the judgment as it will be presented. So ordered, and I'll sign an order upon its presentment in this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll summon right away. And what was the adjournment date, Your Honor, for the other matters?
2/17 at 10:15 a.m.
10:15. Thank you, Judge. I'll send that default over right away.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise to you, sir. This is case number 234945. This is Orchestra Tower versus Sylvester Crook and other occupants of property on Woodward. All right, I'll come up to the podium area. This is 3501 Woodward Avenue, number 907. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Mr. Landau, the attorney for the plaintiff in this matter, are you there, sir? Mark Landau. Mr. Landau was in this Zoom earlier on this matter. Your name for the record, sir?
Yes, sir. Sylvester Crook, and that rent's been paid twice, Your Honor.
I didn't ask you that, did I?
No, sir, that's not what you're talking to me about.
You want to talk, or you want to follow my process?
No, sir.
All right. So you live at the address on Woodward, apartment 907. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. What is your name, ma'am?
Yeah. That's not being put on the list.
Let me stop you, ma'am. What is your last name?
Gibbs.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Gibbs. Ms. Gibbs, you reside at the property on Woodward as well?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. This is the first hearing on this matter And as the first hearing on this matter, under the state administrative law, I have to set it for a second hearing. That date is going to be the 17th of February of 2019. Now, have you had an opportunity to talk with a lawyer, either one of you?
Well, I have.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up so that I can give you a lawyer that you can talk to, and you can go over the issues that you have in this case. So that when you come back on the 17th, you'll be able to have a hearing, or it may very well be that if everything is resolved, they will offer a document asking that the case be dismissed. Okay. So sometimes these cases get started. In the interim, payments are made. I don't know any of those issues, but those are the issues that would likely be brought before me in a proper hearing. This is just the first hearing. You understand what I said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. What were you going to tell me, sir?
I'm confused because I paid this rent twice. I've been in this apartment for 12 years. I've never missed a payment, always on time. What happened was, Your Honor.
Okay, let me stop you. That's what you want to talk to the lawyer about. Okay, because I can't get into that without the other side being present, without you having talked to someone. I want to make sure that.
So then I need an attorney.
Yeah. I definitely want you to at least have someone an attorney that you can talk to, go over what those facts are, and they can tell you
everything here.
That's of course, before becoming a judge, I represented a whole lot of people, and the best clients are the ones that have their documentation. So I'll get
that's nice to you.
Oh no, those are the best clients. Trust me. In some cases it involved very serious matters where if they kept their documentation, I may have been able to help them even better, but they didn't have their documentation. So it's like climbing a hill. So I'm going to get you someone to talk to, and I'm going to get the three lawyers. I think Mr. Larson is available, but I'm going to get a connection. I have a couple of persons in the courtroom under file 9455. And so I want to put them in contact with you so that they can go over the information regarding this file. And I've already set the next date, which is the 17th of February at 9:00 a.m. And some of the things indicated, Mr. Larson, is that the plaintiff, the defendant, believes that they've already resolved this case by payment, et cetera. So they want to go over those kind of things with you. So how do I do that? Just give them the number to reach you, or
if he could chat me his phone number and I'll give him a call. Probably won't be until tomorrow morning, but I'll give him a call then.
All right. So why don't you write down a number where Mr. Attorney Larson can reach you, and I'm gonna chat Mr. Larson your phone number, and he'll give you a call sometime tomorrow. And as I said, your date will be the 17th of February at 9:00 a.m. That's when you come back. You can do it by Zoom or you can do it in person. Okay. And I'll make sure that you have I'll make sure that Mr. Larson has your number to call you tomorrow. I don't know how your file got over there somewhere. I would have called it earlier because I called Mr. Landau earlier. So I don't know how that happened, but my apologies that you had to wait as long as you had to wait on this matter. All right, the court, thank you, Mr. Larson, and I will chat that number to you in just a moment, sir.
And if I could ask the person who was just talking, what's your name, sir?
Mr. I already passed it out. Say your name again, Mr. Larson, Attorney Larson. That's him up there.
Sylvester Crook.
Sylvester Crook.
Thank you.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and chat that number to you right now, counsel.
Thank you.
And that is 207. Okay, well, I'll get a hold of it. You made that 2 kind of fun.
Sorry about the handwriting.
No problem, no problem. Make sure I get him the right information so that he can reach you.
Me too.
Okay. We're all okay, we're all set. He has your number. You know, give you a call tomorrow and I'll see you on the 17th.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Come on.
Okay. All right, I did call earlier, Nancy Snowden. This was under file 7434. That was Hemloach Apartments. I was looking for Mr. Hugh or Miss Sullivan. I have not seen them on the Zoom. The last hearing in this matter, there was a service issue. That was sometime early in November, I believe. So we'll give a renotice to the plaintiff in this matter and defendant, setting the matter over for the 12th of February, 2/12/21 at 9:30 a.m. Okay. Is there anyone waiting on the Zoom that have a case in front of you that you have not been heard? I call all the matters that I have. Say something if you were waiting to be heard. I see that Houston and Reed is back. You did speak with the lawyer in the breakout room. Is that correct? Reed and Houston, you spoke with someone already, correct? Anyone else on this Zoom that have not had an opportunity for your case to be heard, you missed it or something, say something now so I know who you are and I can address this issue.
Yeah, Honor. For me, dual delay me.
All right. So I know that your case came up. Give me the last 4 digits of your case, please.
Actually, I don't have the case number, but I have the lawyer supposed to be on with me.
It's that's Sagadi's case. That's the 9464.
Yeah, that was 9464, and that was Mr. Sagadi, the plaintiff's lawyer.
Yes.
Regarding the matter. And when did we set it over?
That's her lawyer. Actually, she's Sagadi's client.
Oh, you're Mr. Sagadi's client. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, we set that case over for the 11th of February, 2021, because the defendant in this matter, defendants did not appear for the hearing. This is the first hearing, and I set it for the 11th. If defendants do not appear on that date, then the court will entertain a motion for entry of judgment by default. So that's what's going on.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, sir, but I didn't hear it. You said February 11. What time that you were scheduled the court hearing?
9:30 a.m., ma'am.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Right.
I was on the phone, but I didn't hear my case. That's why.
All that big, strong bass voice of mine, and you didn't hear your case? I don't know, man.
No, it's too much. You have too much people going on. That's why.
All right, I wish you well now. You got the information. See you on the 11th. All right, good day to you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Anyone else on the Zoom that did not get to be heard, or you have a question about your case, please say something now. All right. Mr. Larson, I think we are all set. And Mr. Sen, I think we're all set. I'm looking at, let's see, I have a few phones here. Amanda Riggs, what's your connection here?
She's an intern with our office, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. I got it. All right, that makes sense. Okay, I have 2 cell phones, well, 3 cell phones or devices. If you please say something, I have 4 places. Somebody at ending in 8900. Speak up if you believe that you need to be heard this morning. All right. As far as I can see, all matters have been addressed this morning, and bid you good morning. That is a wrap.
Judge, what time do you want me to be back?
All right. Let me see what's going on. What do we have? So yeah. So 1:30, between 1:30 and 1:45, we'll be rolling on the afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. See you then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good day to all. Looks like I don't have anyone in breakout rooms at this time either, so we can shut down. See you this afternoon. Good day.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Bye-bye.